Okay, so I'm primarily dealing with the second question of that Google form. I'm going to use my own point. I'm going to use point 6, 4, and I'm going to solve for my three basic trig values: sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta. Now, I know from my information that sine theta is y over r, cos theta is x over r, and tan theta is y over x. I can do this one right now because I have my y and my x. Remember, this is x comma y. So it's 4 over 6. Now, some of you did not reduce completely, so we'd reduce that to 2/3. It's exact values. So we would leave it at that. We would not go 2 divided by 3 because we would get a repeating decimal. We want exact values, okay? Now for sine and cos, however, I've got to find r. So r is equal to square root of x squared plus y squared. X squared is 6 squared plus y squared, which is 4 squared. So that's 36 plus 16, which is root 52. 36 plus 16 equals 52. Now, we can reduce that further. Root 52 is the same as 4 times 13. So I can write this as 2 root 13. And I'm going to do that because it's going to make things simpler. Now, for my sine theta, well, that is y over r. Y is 4 over 2 root 13. So I've got to rationalize that denominator. So this is what we have to do. We have to multiply it by root 13 over root 13. So on the top, I'm going to get 4 root 13. And on the bottom, I'm going to get 2 times 13, which is 26. Now, I'm not done because 4 and 26 are both divisible by 2. So I will get 2 root 13 all over 13. And that is my final answer. You need to reduce it as far as you can. Okay? For cos is x over r, so it's 6 over 2 root 13. And just for a trick, you can actually reduce that 2 out right away. It's the same as, I can divide the 2 out and get 3 over root 13. Either way you do it, then I still have to rationalize my denominator. So I'm going to get 3 root 13 all over 13. And again, I can't do anything more with that. There's nothing else that divides out. All I did here was divided out the 2, okay? Whether you reduce it in the last step by dividing out the 2 here and getting a 13 and a 2, or you reduce it earlier, those are your final answers. So these are my exact values. Leave them in fraction form because otherwise I'm going to get a non-repeating decimal. I'm going to make up a new form for those of you who would like to redo this. It's an option for you because a lot of people were doing this incorrectly.